Weird. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If anyone's here, good morning. Because in case you don't know, let me explain this. When you go live and you press the button, before it even goes live on YouTube, it's already recording. So that's why you got some people looking kind of dumb sometimes when you see a live stream. They're like just standing there doing something. It's already recording. It's not showing up on YouTube yet. It's weird. So, good morning. Virendra, good morning. So let me get set up here. You guys hear me okay? I got to see, good morning, Wilson. I got to see how many people. Man, I got a couple monitors down there. They don't plug into my laptop. It's weird. Anyway, so if you guys seen the live stream yesterday, I did a unique experiment. And I want to show you results, but doesn't really mean anything yet. But I am learning the, I got to stand still. Unfortunately, I can't, because when I do this, it's just like, it makes me seasick if I'm looking at the live stream as you guys, because the recording speed's not 100%. But great quality live stream in terms of syncing, lippage, etc. So who's here? We're going to wait for some people to come on board here first off. Did you guys watch the live stream yesterday? Anybody? I'm going to go to this board in a little bit here. Did you guys watch the live stream? Sunday morning, 10 o'clock, what can you expect? Crypto Bun, how's it going? So, yeah, I wanted to get this off and done because I think it's Sunday. Yeah, it is Sunday. It's Sunday. So that being said, get someone over to take a look at this table that I'm selling, etc. I got to pick up my daughter at whatever time, I think 1 or something. So I kind of wanted to get this beforehand because 12 o'clock was the deadline for this test. I'm going to show you the results. And at the same time, you know, it's just a test, guys. It's a learning experience. So I learned something, and now I'm just going to go forwards with it. But it's kind of difficult because Bitcoin was on a rampage going up. It is bun tie. Well, it says crypto bun. Crypto bun tie. Well, why'd you make it all complicated, man? Mine is simple. You know, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get it right sometimes. And sometimes I read chats and it's like, and I'm assuming it's a one meaning and it's not. So I apologize to anyone if something comes out wrong. Because sometimes you're just responding on what you see. And what you see is not necessarily the truth. Right? Let's wait a few minutes. Did you record those call outs that I did yesterday? Bun tie? We'll just wait till this starts rolling because it'll start rolling. We'll get more than 6 people in here soon. Did you record those things, or were you just expecting me to? Is this what it is? Boils down to? Everybody just wants to complain and not do anything, and then what's that question mark? Antonio Ruiz. Question mark is a good one there, Culture Coin. Question mark is good. They exist. Are you part of that? Did you, Antonio, did you get a chance to record those coins, and how did you guys do? How did it work out for you? Was there winners, chicken dinners? Or did nobody do anything? This is the truth. Most people don't do anything. Most people are lazy. Most people don't want to work. They don't want to work. They just want to sit around and watch somebody else do all the work. So it'd be interesting to see if anyone actually wrote down the 20, actually did 20 coins. 20, 10 were buys and 10 were sells. Actually, I did catch myself. I repeated a sell twice, the same coin. Okay. Yeah, that's what you did, but you didn't take this challenge. You didn't get a chance to take 2 minutes and do this challenge here that I did yesterday. You're just watching? Because I pretty much stated that pretend that these were signals of some sort, just to see if I could capture 1.5%, which is not much, but if you think about it, 1.5%, that's what we were getting essentially. You'll have to watch the other. Well, I'll explain a little bit. Culture Coin. It wasn't really a challenge. It was just like, okay, write this down. Go to CoinMarketCap. Write down the price of the BTC price of the coin that I'm going to name out, and then I've got 24 hours that I'm going to profit at least 1.5%. Okay, just 1.5%. We're not looking for huge percentages. 1.5%. I got 24 hours to do it. Let's see how many coins I hit. Let's see how many I miss, etc. Culture Coin. Why exactly are you here? What's going on? Sometimes I do. It's my choice, though. Sometimes I'll pull down. I might even pull this one down. No matter, I do whatever I want. It's my channel, right? But yeah, I've been looking into the trading, the coins, just looking at bots, interviewing some people. I'm going to be doing more interviews of other people, just getting experience of their experience level, even if they're just starting out. So this, in essence, is a continuation of the journey, my journey, as I discover things. Well, essentially what I'm doing is mostly live streams, and I'm doing this one earlier here on a Sunday, which I wouldn't do, especially earlier because I got things to do. No, actually, just be careful how you approach the conversation. I'm just going to warn you, because I don't have no time to converse about something. No. What for? Why? I'm not going to get drawn into it, because my live streams, actually read the title of the live stream, and then that's pretty much usually, and sometimes it's just whatever, we're hanging. But that's usually, that's what you want to be kind of conversing about. Antonio Ruiz. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Antonio. Sometimes my brain is not much in there at times. Dull. But I want to share, I want just a few more people to come in here. We got 18. We're getting there. And I want to show you my results, which are actually really good results. Yeah, and I'm going to go over that. I'm going to go over the charts here because I did learn a little bit about the trading view site. I wasn't sure of a couple things, so I could have done this test a little bit better, but you know, I just did it on the spot. There. Now you understand a little bit more. Time out for you. Just observe, be an observer, and then you might be able to speak. Okay. So how many people we got? 16 people coming in here. So it's your channel. You're the master. No, man. You make yourself out to be whatever you are. You are master of your disaster. Yours. Master of your domain. If you're not the master, who is, right? Yamuna. Sarju. I am doing well, and you? Gotta stop moving. The problem is I'm standing here for sometimes an hour, 2 hours. It's difficult. But I will say this. Bitcoin, what's going on there, man? It went up. Now it went down. Yeah, that's how it works. So basically in this test that I did, literally 20 coins. Actually, I got a couple more later last night, just couple more. I was just playing around just to see. I'm testing different angles on it. And why 20 coins? You know, like some of you may be mentioning, hey, Magic World, I teach you this stuff. Roderick, I'm learning this stuff. See, this is not only teaching you guys, it's teaching me, believe it or not. As I'm sharing, I'm learning. So essentially this is diversification, right? You don't ever want to, you know, if you put all your eggs in that one basket as far as coins go, then whatever. So in essence, I did 20 coins. Just named them out. I'm not sure if anyone is in here that was in the live stream yesterday, but just waiting 1 minute or so, and then I'll go over here and then we're going to talk. The Magic Like Man. You got to rename your channel to Magic Likes. 19 watching, welcome, welcome. Guys, if you're new to this channel, you're going to get perspective, okay? You want to click the subscribe button, the notification button, the bell notification, and your phone. You want to go ahead and make sure your app has the notifications set to on, okay? What you're going to get here is, in essence, I don't know nothing. I'm no expert, but I got my eyes wide open. I pay attention and I learn. And as I'm learning here, I'm sharing a lot of the stuff. So if you don't know what that means, you might want to go look at some of those videos that I posted up, live streams prior. You'll get a perspective on the reality of crypto. From my perspective, which is I go deep sometimes. And whatever you get out of it, hopefully you get value, which I think you do. Every time I do a live stream, there's some value. You just got to extract it. You got to look deeper at what I'm saying, right? So I am no expert, but I am learning, and I learn at super speed. Hopefully, I got to learn at super speed. So yesterday I just threw up some coins, and I think I'm going to do that right now. We got 22 people watching. So let's go to the board. Let's go to school. Who's ready for school? It's Sunday morning. Sunday school. Actually, this was a good idea. Somebody presented to me. Okay. Let me see if I can get over here. So these were coins that I literally, everybody on the live stream yesterday, heard the parameters. I highly doubt anyone did this. That's funny. If we could talk an hour on that alone. Okay. How people are, they want push button systems. They want to know how, but they don't want to do any work. Okay. I'm not saying everyone, it's not a blanket statement, but the vast majority of people don't want to do anything. Even when you show them, they whatever. That's where we're at. Anyway, so basically what I did is I read out a coin, and guys, most of these, pretty much almost 100% of these coins, I have no idea which coins these are. I don't know. I was never a coin dude. Okay. But now I have to learn about this. Okay. Because it's important now with crypto to know what's going up, what's going down. All right. So I named some coins, and the exercise was just go to CoinMarketCap if you don't have TradingView, and then record the Bitcoin valuation. Okay, Satoshis. The first part of it is Satoshis. Okay, I learned that yesterday. So and then just record it, and then I had 24 hours to see the results. Did I make a profit? And the profit I was looking for is very small, but 1.5% is what I was looking for. Okay, so as soon as it hit 1.5%, the trade was done. Okay, because that's what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for why 20 coins? Well, I was first going to start with 10. And these are buys. So these are buy QSP, buy Tron, buy Aaron, BAT. Most of these I don't know. And most of these, some of them are not that good coins. Okay. But I called them out. And as we called them out, everybody supposedly is supposed to write all these things down here. Satoshis. And if it reached 1.5% gain, then the trade would be done. Over here is the same thing, except these were sells. So on a downward. Now, you guys remember, this was not, there's no BT. These are just dummy trades. Okay. There's no starting with anything. You can start with whatever you want. This was just simply a start point and then a sell point. Okay. Or a sell point and a buyback point. It was just an experiment for me. Okay. It's a learning thing. And I'm sharing with you guys how I learned. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't matter what you start with. You could have started with whatever amount. You could have started with $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, $100. It doesn't matter. These is what stays constant, right? This is what I was looking for. Okay. So this was the sells. Okay. Meaning sell this coin for Bitcoin. Sell modem for Bitcoin. Okay. You put a sell. And if it goes downwards to 1.5%, a winner. Okay. So everything here in green that you see are wins. Let me show you something that I realized yesterday. They're not 20 coins, they're 19 coins. Because IOTA, I did again here, okay? Because we were just like, literally, it was just like, this is the next one. This is the next one, right? I was pretty quick on it. And timeline, guys, I didn't record the time. This is the first time I ever did this. So it was approximately February 17, approximately 1740 when I looked at the watch, but we started about 12 o'clock. So it's enough to understand the gains, etc. So there's actually 19 coins. And so yeah, as I was doing the live stream, which is still up, you can watch it, was yesterday's live stream. I was circling some of them already because there were some wins. Now this, I had 24 hours, guys. In essence, I wanted to duplicate the fact that, and this test is not conclusive because Bitcoin did do a huge climb, it did do a nice steady climb. So this is not it's not conclusive. It doesn't really tell you like this can happen over and over. This just tells you one instance. Okay, so you got to keep testing certain things to see, to extract some form of system or proof that you can actually attain this over and over. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking not to stay in front of my computer. Just Bitcoin, yeah, just against Bitcoin. Okay, that was it. Okay, and so the Bitcoin movement really wasn't fair, but it as well, it did catch me. And I'll go over this right now. I'll go and show you guys some charts because I started putting them in TradingView. See, you got to remember, guys, I didn't even know how to work these things. Like most of you guys, TradingView, I didn't know you could do multiple charts and draw on those multiple charts. Okay, I thought you, okay, so I was learning. I'm learning all this stuff, and as I'm learning, I'm sharing it. Okay. So let me get back to here. So yeah, as I was doing the live stream, I was like, winner. Tron was, you bought into Tron. Okay, Tron was one of those. They went opposite. Listen though, guys, look, winner, 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 winner. I won every coin. There's 19. Let's erase this one because that one didn't count. 19 coins. I won every trade. Won every trade except for this one, Tron. And I'm going to show you what I did because it was just a little, as I was seeing it, okay, as I was seeing it later in the day, remember this was just like put your trades in, 20 coins to diversify. So you're never really losing. If you put all your eggs on one coin, you're looking at that coin and that's it. So if I spread it out, diversified 20 different trades, my chances already of losing big on one is harder, okay? But as well, the gains that I'm looking for is not that intense, 1.5%, okay? But this can turn on you like Tron, for example. So if you bought into Tron, you were going the wrong way, okay? And we placed it here. Now, I hope you didn't put it because I said that, because this was just testing. We're just testing. Although I did save Tron late yesterday, late last night, I did save. I didn't get any loss. So I won, but I had to do something and I'll show you what I did. I had to reverse my position. I'll show you what I did, but that's a winner. I got it here like this, but in essence, it's a big loss here from what I did, okay? Because it went down, 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 down. But I saved it, okay? And this one here, ARN, this one here, okay, this one here, see, that's why I'm not really, I don't know. Holding coins is great and stuff. Holding it, I mean, but then you, like, for example, Bitcoin hit whatever high. We'll look at it today a little bit. And then it came back down quite substantially. So listen, my understanding is very simple. If a coin goes up, you can make money. If a coin goes down, you can make money. Yes, you can make money hodling, but you don't really have any control of that, really. You're not controlling your I'm fighting for words, guys. What's the words I'm looking for? Anyway, when you're trading, you have much more control, certain amount of control. And I'll explain. This one here, ARN, this one almost took me for a ride. But I had 24 hours, which is not, it's not 12 o'clock yet. And this one rebounded and hit my thing, my 1.5. Yeah. So, you know, this one here went down, wrong way. I'm going, these are buys. They're supposed to go up. And then just about, I'd say 20 minutes ago, just about 20 minutes ago, it came back up and hit my point. So sometimes just selling it's not the wisest move. Again, this is not conclusive by any means, meaning, you know, the Bitcoin was doing a huge amount of stuff yesterday. Okay. And then I noticed a few things with the 1.5% being close to the resistance and support lines. And some of the coins made more, but at the same time, you got to think, okay, wait a sec. So this is a learning experience for me. But the coins that made more doesn't mean you made more, because you would have came out of the trade. Okay, that's the point. When you hit it, you're out. Okay, so even if it made more, but this will give me some form of education in terms of, okay, what happened? Why did that happen? How can I better do some moves, etc.? What can I do here? Yeah, I'm testing theories. Exactly. Can be 0.25%. What's Binance fees? Yeah, this really is an invalid. It's a valid test and an invalid test, because Bitcoin did make some good momentum yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, it doesn't matter if it's 1.5% with $1 or $1 million. It's still the same percentages, right? So that's what I mean. By you doing a certain amount of dollars, like for example, if you did these trades, let's not take into account the exchange fees. Okay, this is just a gauge. It could have been, I could have maybe shot for more. We'll soon see this on the thing. 0.1. If you use BNB coin for fees. Okay. This is just a study on attaining that 1.5% gain. Okay. And so we won't look at the exchange things, because that might have to be adjusted to compensate for certain things. But what I'm looking at, what was I was going to say something, and now I kind of lost track of what I was going to say. I forget. I got sidetracked. Now let me recall. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share. So because some of these coins, I backed up and looked at them, and some of them were like not that good a coin. They were pumped and dumped right at the beginning when they first launched, but it still showed. Yeah. So here's one thing, because I've never experienced these exchanges like Binance, etc. When I got involved in Bitcoin and stuff, and it's still the exchange I use, it's Bitstamp, so it's different, right? So I never even knew what Tether was or whatever. So I'm learning this whole process, but at the same time, in Bitstamp, when you sell or buy whatever, it goes into USD, to actual USD. So these exchanges, though, you're trading into other coins. So in essence, like you're saying, if you put it in BTC and BTC price goes down, etc. That's the game, I guess. That's something I got to look into as well. But I just wanted to pull some coins, see what the results were, if I could attain this. But at the same time, Bitcoin was on a nice rise. So there's no conclusive anything. Make sense? So I want to share the screen here and kind of give you guys some perspective on what exactly I did. So hold off on the chat for a sec, because I won't be able to see it. Okay, so you guys should see the screen. Yeah, I'm watching the chat for a sec. Let's make sure, or else it makes no sense. So you guys are seeing that right there, trading view. You guys seeing the trading view? Yeah, okay. Just type in the chat for a sec, guys, just so I can make sure, because yes, you can. Okay. Tether is something new. Yeah, Tether is something new. It sounds like a great concept. I'm just watching the chat here for a sec. Yeah, I don't plan to go into. I don't know if anyone. Maybe that's a whole new live stream. Okay, we won't get into that. But these coins that I picked, the exchange was Binance. Okay, so let's talk about this Tron. This Tron that we were talking about. This is one of my losers. Okay, and so what you see here, guys, what you see here. And I just learned this basically after the fact that I put in these coins in here. Okay, so you're able to put these coins in here in TradingView. Give me a sec. The problem is you guys don't see this, but I got, oops. Okay, so there. You can navigate these coins here on the right. So you just add the symbol and then you put in your watch list. Okay, so here is Tron. Let's talk about this quickly. So this pink line was the 1.5%. Okay. In essence, I started, what was the date here? 17th. I didn't mark this. So 17th at 1740. Sorry. 17 at 1740. Right in around here. Okay. Something like that. Around here. This thing was supposed to go up. Okay. To this. When it hit this pink or whatever purple line, then I made my 1.5%. Okay, let's not talk about exchange fees, all that stuff. That's not what I'm looking at right now. We can adjust. What it ended up doing was actually going the opposite way. And this was one of the coins that the other ones I won. Okay, this one here, I had to do something. And what I did was, you guys see right here, let me make this bigger. What I did was pretend to create a, what do you call that, guys? Doggone it. What do you call that? When it clicks you out of the other cell? My God, I'm having difficulty remembering. So I drew this line right here. I did this line as it was coming down. And I'm like, okay, this looks like a point of resistance or support. So then I drew this little dotted line. And this was in essence to show, to trigger off stops. Thank you, Richard. This was in essence my stop. Now I wanted it to be a little bit lower than, I didn't want it to trigger, and it could have went the other way still, guys. But anyway, I was showing a nice signal for a sell. So I said, okay, if it hits this stop, it'll get me out of this up trade here. Okay. And then I'm going to put my other line, which is the red one, which is 3% profit. Approximately, guys. This is approximately, guys. I'm just drawing it. Okay. And you can see that it came down. Okay. It did come down and it hit this red line. So that means I'm out of this one, for example. And so I didn't lose based on where I started here, essentially. Okay. It might show a little bit, but I could have moved this down. Okay. Remember, this is me just doing it last night. I'm just like, okay, let me just see if I create a stop loss and I get this going on the reversal. So in essence, it did click here. This could even come down even more. Okay, but from here to there should be approximately, we'll see. Actually, it's actually it's not quite 3%, as you see here, okay? So what this did anyway, oh my goodness. So what this did from this one here triggered the other one. going the other direction. Let's just take it from there. So it's 2.98 or 2.9, let's say percent. Anyway, nevertheless, what it did was take away from this loss. So I'm minimizing my loss by going the other way. This is not how it was designed. Okay, I was figuring it would go upwards, but sometimes it reverses on you, I guess. Okay, so that's Tron. Now this other one here, this one here is another one right here. This one right here, and as a matter of fact, you can see it here. So this one here took the longest time. Let me see if I can find it. Where were we? 1740. 1740s around here. Okay, so around here is when I took the trade to go upwards, somewhere around here. No, it wasn't. Listen, I didn't record the time. That's one thing I didn't do is record the time. But I did record the BTC valuation. And then I recorded this line here, which is 1.5%. So wherever it is, wherever it was, it didn't reach it. It didn't reach it. And you notice right here, it didn't reach it. And then like a very, very short time ago, an hour ago or so, or less than an hour, it hit the point. So again, this was going the wrong way, but it rebounded and then it hit my original line. I did not do any stops or anything, but I could have done that. I could have created that if you see something going the wrong way, okay? What else we got here? Oh, this is one that I did yesterday. Okay, while I was just sitting there waiting, I just got another coin and I did the same deal. And you see it crossed. It almost crossed here and it crossed here. So I made again another 1.5. These were not on the board. This one here is not successful. You see here, I started to do these little blue lines. This is when I came in. This one is still at a loss, okay? It's got to cross this to be 1.5 up, okay? This is the one we just talked about. Which one is this? Yeah, this one here crossed the line. Man, hold on, let me just see. Yeah, this one crossed it, and so you can see it crossed. That was my 1.5%, and it went a heck of a lot more still, okay? So this is just showing, you know, giving me, especially, you guys take whatever you want from this. This is giving me education, okay? It's educating me. Same thing here with modem. This is another down, and here's the point of 1.5%, and you can see it went down a lot more. So, you know, and some of these coins, okay, so which one is this? That's Tron, the one we just talked about. LR, I didn't put them all on here, guys. I didn't put them all on here. This was something I discovered after. I'm like, okay, wait a sec. I can start putting a little blue line as to when I start. And there was the line here that this was a sell again, and it crossed that. As soon as I hit that line, I made 1.5. So it crossed it even right back here. Okay, and these are 15-minute candles. So this was a quick bang, bang, done. This one here, power. Yeah, this is another one. This is another one. There's my line, and this is how deep it went still. This is 1.5% right here. And then this is still how deep it went, okay? And salt is another one, same thing, cross the line. Okay, there's 1.5%. I hit the line. I made 1.5%. Yes, let's not worry about exchange fees. I'm just saying. Maybe I can adjust. You know, there's a lot of things to look at, but maybe, you know, it can be a greater percentage. I don't know. I'll have to look at this deeper. I just wanted to come here and just look, like kind of give you guys like a little test. So this one here, you see, is supposed to go up. It didn't go up. Now, I never looked at these particular, like I was calling these coins pretty quickly. So it wasn't like, you know, you could see this like a resistance line more or less. Like this 1.5% gain is like a resistance line. I start to notice these things, meaning, you know, it is a form of resistance. Anyway, it went the opposite way, came back up, almost touched it, but didn't, come back down. Then she did cross here. She did hit it right here. Okay, and then it came back down. So you got to be very careful. You can't go too high. You can't go with, you know, 3%. You might have missed this one already. Okay, hitting it. And a lot of different things to look at, guys. I mean, come on. So I just started drawing some lines here. This one is Aeon. Which way was Aeon going? Aeon, 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 AION. This was this was a positive. So it got it pretty quickly. Here's where it started. Boom. I hit my 1.5. Done. Could have went higher. But it was going up. Here's where it started. Came down. Came up. Crossed the line. I'm done. I'm in and out of my thing. And then she dropped. But that has nothing to do with the trade that I did. This one was Ether Party. Which one was that? And I didn't do them all, guys. Ether Party. What's the symbol for this? Oh, this is something else I did. This is something I think I did on the fly again. So I did like 4 or 5 coins, which I won. Or one of them still has not won. But there, I think this is it right here. Yeah. No, maybe not. Yep. This is like in, out. Sold it right away. IOTA was a sell, and you can see right here, as soon as it hit this pink or purple, I made a 1.5. So it did go even deeper. So again, guys, but if I take some of these coins, guys, and this is not all the coins because I just started adding them here, and it's really simple. Like you can add the symbol right here, you know, as to which coin you want, and then exchange, and boom, it just simply adds it on that watch list. So it's pretty, I could have done these trades a little bit more detailed as I was doing them with the blue lines, etc. But some of these coins, if you take a look at that, I don't know anything about the coins. So let's just go here. Let's go to the day. And look, here's an example. EDO. I don't even know what that's Idaho or whatever. So look at this, guys. Look at this coin. I still profited. Oh no, did I? I'm not sure. Maybe not. But look at this coin. Boom, right down to nothing. And then it's been doing this. That's the life of this coin. So these coins, you know, they were just picks. But at the same time, you can just see that this pink line is actually, it's like almost a resistance support line. Not much movement in this coin here. Let me just look at this coin here, metal. So you guys can see, you know, this is a pump up, and then she basically sideways movement, and then she went back down to where pretty much where she came out. Actually, she came out here somewhere. So she dropped in price, she came back up in price. It's hard to read these things. This is daily. So you can see that this coin has been hovering in this area here down low for quite some time. And so it's doing a little side movement, working within these. So there's a lot of things to look at, but I'm just looking at the coins. So let's take a look at BTC anyway, okay? This is Bitcoin. Bitstamp is the exchange I use. So let's look at what happened. This was the daily. So if we look at the daily and look at this fib that I showed you guys how to pretty much just put up there, let's look at 4 hours. And if we look at the 4 hours, it didn't quite make it to this retractment level here. But it made it to this one here, and you can see as soon as it hit it, and it sometimes goes over, guys. That's what I learned as well. Sometimes it goes over a bit. That's okay. It respected this level right here and went sideways before it started making another move. And then it didn't make it to this one here, okay? On the 4 hours, all right? I'm just looking at this for a sec, guys. It looks like it might be going up a little bit. Okay, so, and then you have the daily, which gives you another perspective. You want to take these, and for example, let's say even the weekly. Let's look at this weekly. So this is the stuff I'm just paying attention to, and I'm learning by it's not like I got someone I pay attention to tons of videos, but most of them confuse me. And when I get a grasp of something, then hopefully I can go forwards and, you know, just keep going. But it's not easy. It's not an easy learning curve. Okay, so look at this weekly. The weekly paints a picture for you, doesn't it? Like it looks like a reversal here. It looks like we're headed we might be definitely headed on the right way here, going upwards from this point. That's me just guessing. But this candle here kind of says it. And then we got some nice power and strength here. This is a weekly. Every candle represents a week. So if you go to the daily and just simply hit this button down here. And then this one kind of gives you an idea too. So we were on a downtrend, and this, I don't know, it's kind of hard still to, you know, I think it might, I'm not sure, guys. Like, I am not an expert trader, and there are many indicators that you want to kind of go by. But it might, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think looking at the daily, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Just look at the past, how this worked. And if you notice, like looking at volume too, you got to look at volume. So this is a good sign. You see how high it is compared to anything else? This was showing a good reversal sign. I'm thinking, you guys that know trading, guys, you guys would, well, let me rephrase that. You guys that think you know trading. Jesus coin? What do you want me to talk to you about Jesus coin? That's a new coin, guys. Any new coin that comes out is very, like, I don't know. That thing could go up, that thing could come back down. It's prone to pump and dumps. But looking at this Bitcoin here, you see how it's the daily, you see this line here, this 0.5. You see how it basically, you could call that hitting, in essence, you could call that it respected that line. You could, even though it didn't quite touch, and sometimes it might still go over and touch it, and sometimes they go over a little bit. You see this one right here, how they go over a little bit? That's respecting it still, guys. So that will be interesting to see if it comes over a little bit here, like to 11. This is Bitstamp, guys, 11,654 approximately, and then start making a trek downwards a bit. Okay, this is just me speculating. Blah blah blah. Doesn't mean anything, guys. I want to see the chat. The chat is of interest to me. Jesus coin. Okay, hold on a sec. I think we will. Okay, if you're trading, you may want to go to 5-minute charts. Well, no, unless you want to be in front of a computer all the time. 15-minute charts is what. See, Rick. For me, I don't want to trade. I don't. What I'm looking for, I'm trying to educate myself in terms of, first off, how coins work, etc. I pretty much got it down pat, simplified. And then I wanted to just go ahead and name some coins. So, like, in essence, really, I didn't do too well. I didn't do too bad on these. Now, you got to adjust the parameters, not 1.5%, maybe too low. But I also wanted to prove that 1.5% gains on coins, like profiting on coins, it's very achievable. Very achievable. Now, this doesn't mean anything yet. I can't, so let me back up. I can't say very achievable because Bitcoin was doing some big moves, okay? So that's, nothing here is conclusive. It's just something to go, oh, okay, right? Pay attention and that's all it is. Ponder, think about it. I think we will steady growth in mid-March, the beginning of April. I think we will hit an alt bull market before the next real BTC run that will finish up in the year. Yeah. I think, and me looking at that, it's almost like we're gonna maybe cross that line a bit. I don't know. All we're doing right now is pretty much guessing. I think it's gonna cross that fib line, and then it's gonna kick back a bit because the buying power. You need buying power. You need people to buy. And if they're depending on, I don't know. They still have their other coins that they can sell and come into Bitcoin, I guess. Right now is a bad time to day trade, Richard Williams. You only need to trade 2 months out of the year. 2 altcoin runs can make you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Have you experienced them going the opposite way? And when you're talking altcoins, are you looking in terms of its relationship with Bitcoin, meaning it's gained more than Bitcoin? In other words, it's producing better results than Bitcoin. Is that what you mean? You find ones that have performed Bitcoin. That's another thing I'm looking at. And as well, you know what? I'm looking at, these are all just me studying, guys. So, I mean, I like the whole put a resistant line and then an alert. I like that idea. So that when the coin crosses that resistance line, there's a good chance of a breakout, guys. It's like in and out kind of trade. And what momentum? I like momentum. I'm just going back. This reminded me of back when I was starting to learn the trading a little bit back in 2013. I was forced to because it's like, what is a Bitcoin? So I kind of put myself in there. But I liked watching the momentum, like watching when something come in, bang, 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 and just getting right into that like flow. Getting into the flow and getting out. But that required, I never set any alerts and stuff. So I was always looking at the charts. But it's with these trading view platforms, etc. You can set alerts. So you just got to recognize the support and resistance lines. And when that crosses that resistance line, somewhat, you get an alert, which is a breakout. And it happens really quick. But you can make a huge percentage right away. As well, I'm looking at this, though. I don't want to be stuck in front of a computer. So I'm looking at this to back up the argument about bots, which I believe can do most of this stuff and give you those gains that we're looking for. Yep, I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, exactly. That's how I've learned. BTC stabilizes, and then you will see these altcoins 5 times, 10 times. Yeah. So, because there are a lot, I want to look at those altcoins that have been outperforming BTC, and it's a good indicator. That in itself is a good indicator to judging, what it's going to do. So it will outperform. That's pretty much, so basically when it's stabilizing, you're talking about consolidation when it's going sideways. That's when the other altcoins, because I'm new at this, guys. So is that when the other altcoins kind of pick up some momentum and start going towards the positive as well? Lawful Rebel, I think, is to buy Bitcoin and hold, also put some into some really good projects out there, bots are. Yeah. When they go left, I go right. That's the thing. The mere fact that coins go up and go down means there's potential. That's it. If it's like this, there's nothing. But the fact that they go up, and you guys seen on the charts, they go up and they go down, which means there's money to be made upwards and money to be made downwards. So that's showing you right away. No one can say, hey, there's no potential. There is potential. You can make money. The problem, though, is gauging which way. So you see it on the board, guys, amateur. And yes, it's not conclusive. I'm not saying that, hey, look, I got this figured out. No way, far from that. But I'm saying, here it is. 19 coins, but because I made a mistake there. But 20 coins, 21, 22, because I did 22 or 23 coins. Just did this in an hour, put them up, boom, and then went around my business, and then later in the day I looked at it and said, how can I save this one? Just let me just do a test. And I did save it. So just an amateur. Same you do. Almost all the alts during those times go up 300%. Then after you are happy with your profits, you get out and wait for the next one, which could be 6, 7, 8 months later. More than 300. Outperform BTC trade one time, take 300% profit in weeks. Yeah, Richard, you said yeah, but see the chat's going. Are you saying consolidation? Sorry, just repeat, please. Like say consolidation. What are those coins, Chris? Okay, what are those coins? You just want Chris to do all the work, brother. You got to look at it's easy enough to go to CoinMarketCap and find that. Actually, there's another site here. There's another site that I think is better than CoinMarketCap. Let me see if you guys want to see if I can dig that up. It actually shows you percentage gains, all kinds of different things. Performance in the last 200 days. These are all essential, okay? Because when you get a new coin, it's a different animal. So coins are at different levels. Or if BTC overbought, then people start to diversify. Buy and hold is the best way. No, I don't agree with that buy and hold thing, because you can look at your thing go up and then come back down. Buy and hold is the safest way, but still not really. If it was a predictable, it will make no sense in the crypto space. No one really knows. Yeah, no. See, there are some people that know. There are some people that know and that are making money, but they got to follow a certain strategy. They just can't get involved with anything. Like what I'm doing, in essence, might give me what I need over a bit of time here. Time is of the essence. But there are different strategies, and so you got to kind of pick something that works. Yeah, buy and hold is good if you have 100% trust, which I don't, because 90% of these don't have an actual product. Exactly, Richard. Exactly. My argument, I think more than 90%. But this is in essence the bare minimum of what I already taught in terms of coins equals zero value. Usage comes after the case, but people believing in it. And the more altcoins you have, they just sell their BTC and move it into the altcoin. So the money's all around these other coins as well. And then ICOs, et cetera, et cetera. But I bought Tron, which yes, consolidation. Okay. Okay, but nevertheless, guys, what is your feel on this? What I've got on the board. Let's talk. Oh, it's a guessing. No, this wasn't guessing. These were actually picking coins. 20 plus. There's 20 plus coins that I made a percentage profit. Not very much, but that's not the point. And that is the point. That's not the point, and that is the point. You can't be. Sometimes if you're going for that one, this is in out type deal. And this is not even going based on breakouts, which I like the most, I think. Breakout is this. For you guys that are here, maybe you don't know certain things about it. Here's a breakout. So here's the coin thing. That's the life of the coin. So we can see a support line here. And you can see a resistance line here. It's hitting this resistance line. Pretty close, let's say, for example. Okay? Now, setting an alert, I like this idea. But again, like if I loved sitting in front of a computer, I'm pretty sure I could make money just trading. Because this one I like. This, and when you start doing it, you get better at it. And this is momentum. When you start seeing momentum is quick in and out, done. So you set an alert just, a little bit up above this resistance line, so that when the coin comes and crosses that resistance line, that's a good indicator that it's going to keep going. It'll go up some because it broke the resistance. Now she's going to do a nice climb. You get in, you get out. You're done. Okay? And then you set it, you don't, and the good thing about the trading view is you can set multiple alerts. So basically you could be on your phone. Again, this is not what I want to do, but yeah, there's money in this. Most definitely there is. These are the moments where you get, oh, an alert on your phone, breakout. And you go to your computer, you check it out, you find the coin that's breaking out. It's quick. You gotta be quick. In, out. Don't be greedy. In, out, you're making money. Yeah, you don't want home runs, right, Rick? No. That's the problem with people. They want home runs or they don't understand how it works. I would much rather Chris, too much time consuming for 1.5%. Okay, but I thought the argument was you can't make 1.5%. I thought the argument based on all these other things was no bot, etc., couldn't make 1.5% or 1% consistently. I thought that was the argument. That's in essence the argument here that I'm trying to. This is an amateur guy, and yes, we did have some climbs, but as well, the Bitcoin did go against me. Okay, but my question is like, what are we talking here? I'm just trying to understand this. It's not enough. I don't understand. I'm looking for daily return, daily, not monthly. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for a bank monthly. I'm talking like normal people in the world looking for daily returns. And then there's other people saying, oh, that's not sustainable. It's not something you can do all the time. And I'm thinking, I don't know, this is not conclusive, but I'm thinking it's looking like it can be. And if you want to stay in front of your computer in those breakouts, I have no problems catching them. I know how to catch those breakouts. Okay, but I didn't do it in the past because I didn't really get deep into it, guys. You can get lost in all the information that's out there, watching videos for hours and hours and wondering what the heck just happened, and you didn't get nothing out of it. But there's alerts you can set on TradingView. So I can set up every one of those things, every one coin, just do a resistance line, set the coin up, like really look at it, understand support and resistance. And then just set up resistance lines and then alerts just as it's crossing. And that's how you get in it. You're not sitting in the computer, you're getting a call and then, or whatever, a text, and then you go to your computer and you got to be quick because they can sometimes be gone in like short period of time, but they will sometimes break out and give you a nice huge percentage. You come in, you sell, the alert's done. Move on to the next one. You know how they come back down a bit and then they might consolidate, they might shoot up again, etc. But there's other coins. There's so many coins out there. Just draw some resistance lines on a bunch of coins, the ones that have momentum. And so, for example, Richard brings up something else to take into consideration, which is another thing I was looking at as well. So if you know that Bitcoin is on a climb, well, Bitcoin performs. And then there are other coins that outperform Bitcoin. Hold on one sec. One sample, Litecoin lost 60% of value, will go back up, and it did. Yeah, okay, but if you're just holding Litecoin, you're like a yo-yo. You're not capitalizing on any of it, right? It'd be good to see it cross that support line and then go, oh, I'm selling. It's hard to tell though, right? But it's not as easy as I say, but there is, I've seen it. You got to look at the momentum, the speed of it, I guess the volume of it. Again, I'm just learning, but at the same time, if prices are going up and prices are going down, that's an opportunity. That means you can make money. So if it was just always like this, there's no chance. So just listening, okay, here's the other point as well. If you know, and I was getting into this before I got sidetracked. So if you know Bitcoin is going upwards, which it has, it's a nice climb right now. So now it might do some, I think it's going to go up. It might go up a little bit and then come back down and then it consolidates. So when you see that sideways moving consolidation, that might be a good time to go into those coins that have been outperforming. How do you do that? How do you find them? We'll go into the CoinMarketCap, an easier way. Go to CoinMarketCap, look at the historical, and then do some math. Meaning you find a coin, but there's probably sites out there that will show you. But you find a coin and then see what the percentage gain is in that whole last year, 2017. Okay, see what the gain is. And I'm pretty sure it will outperform Bitcoin. And if it did that, if the gain is more than Bitcoin, then well, that's one coin you're going to watch. That one there will probably, when it's like Richard was saying, when it starts to consolidating, you'll probably see some gains in that coin. Capitalizing on that coin. There are a lot of coins that outperform Bitcoin, guys, in terms of percentage. You stick with the top 20 on CoinMarketCap. Some of those are definitely the ones that have those gains. But what do you mean by stick? Like hodl, or just trade? Because I believe in trading when it's going, I don't know. Or else you just see these, it's like seeing Bitcoin hit 20 and seeing it come back to 6. Like, how does that make you feel? When you could have capitalized on it, right? It's not get so greedy on the 16, on the 20, get out. Get out of it. See, the thing is, I don't have enough experience in these trading platforms, guys. Mine was Bitstamp. I mean, you can get out into USD anytime, in and out. So it's a little bit more like, this is a little bit more technical because you got to get out of a coin into something that's, I don't know, going to hold itself better. I don't know. That's a little bit more technical. Or you get your, I don't know. What do you guys do? What do you guys do when you want to get out of Bitcoin? Just put in another altcoin? Is that what you guys do? Can you tell me what it is, your goal percentage-wise? Can you tell me what the goal percentage-wise? For this test is 1.5%. Because if your goal is a certain percentage, this is a 1.5%, but this doesn't take into consideration, like someone mentioned, the exchange rates, etc. Okay, but I'm just trying to see, can it be more? I got to look at the data, but it looks like I could have hit bigger return than this. How much more to compensate for the exchange rate? Because we want, at the end of the day, even if you get only 1%, you guys are like, oh, that 1% is not good enough. Really? That's what I was pretty happy making with BCC, was 1% a daily. Very happy. Okay. So you need, like, for example, I had like 70 grand, for example. 70 grand is give you $1,000 a day, whatever. It's not huge, but I mean, that's pretty good. Okay. So instead of being greedy, you look in terms of what is possible. USDT, yeah, that's Tether, right? Just sell it for USD. How do you sell it for USD on the exchange? My question is, if you have 5K, how much you want to make? I just gave you, for example, an example on 10K is $100 and some odd a day. This on 10K. Guys, listen, by the way, these were done I just boom, 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 boom. And this is not conclusively meaning, first off, let me back it up. This doesn't mean anything. This is one test. Bitcoin was on the rise. Okay, different story. I got to still do more tests. See if I can do this again and again and again. But that doesn't mean anything. You can put as much as you want, but there's 20 trades. I could have done more. I could have done more than 20 easily. These are just 20 trades. So with just this, for example, just this, getting at 1.5%, you're talking about, if you're using 10 grand throughout this, because this is diversification. You're not in any one coin. One coin goes to caca land. You still got the other ones to help compensate. And you can do reversals. You got to pay attention. You got to sort of know You got to look at it and understand what's going on if you can. Now, did I get lucky on that one? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I just looked at it and said, this thing is going deeper. I had some indicators that's showing me that this thing was going deeper down. So I put a stop loss, got out of the other trade, and went into the other one. Now, I don't know how bots work. Maybe they're smarter. I guarantee you they're smarter than me. But they can't be stuck to certain things. Okay? They can't be stuck to certain trades. They can't be stuck because it goes deeper and deeper, and all your profits end up getting eaten up by that one. I keep in BTC. I'll cash some profits by relax, then wait for the next return. Then fiat value if I don't need the money. No, I did not get a bot, but bots interest me. I'm very close to making some moves here. Yeah, that is probably the area I'm going to flow to. But this is all education, guys. The more you know about how things work, the better off you are. Like if some of you guys don't mind being in front of a computer, you can win at this. But you got to look and understand. I think breakouts is the best one, guys. Breakouts, because you start getting good to seeing momentum, and potentially a 5-minute chart is a good one to use for these breakouts, because you can really see the activity on a 5-minute chart. You can really see it in the momentum of it. Okay, and then you just put how much you potentially, or don't get greedy, because that's the problem. A lot of people get greedy. And here I am talking like I'm Mr. Trader. I'm not. Let me back up. I'm not Mr. Trader, but I'm not that. I can figure stuff out. But don't get greedy where you're kind of, oh, just a little bit more. Just get out. Big deal. Get out. You made enough. Get out of the trade. At least you win. It goes up again. You should already understand, did it just create another? It'll consolidate. It'll go. It can't keep going up to space. It'll come back down a bit. And then look at it, pay attention to what it's doing, and then it might shoot up again. And you don't have to be stuck on one coin. You can look at other coins. That's why I said creating alerts. Give me a feel for this, guys. I want you to feel. But if you look at a coin and simply draw these resistant lines, just the resistant, let's do the top. Let's go only for breakouts. Just draw the top of where it's resisting and then create an alert just above that a little bit. An alert sends it to your phone or to your email, whatever, that, hey, it's crossing, it's breaking out. So you look at it that quickly. You just go to the thing and then you look at it. It's like, okay. And you in and then get out of the trade. And then just next, wait for your next alert. Chris Weavers is very confident here. Hold on, because he uses the exclamation mark. Breakouts don't work, exclamation mark. 1,500 coins, can't track them all, too many. Breakouts are short, just too many coins. Maybe that's your experience. Maybe you got to look in deeper and just learn some stuff, man. I don't know. I'm not saying this. I just know when a coin has some momentum, speed, momentum, you can see that. I can't explain it. I'm talking momentum. What does that mean? Volume. It does mean buying power. But just looking at the speed of that thing. I think 5-minute chart might be too much. I think 15 minutes will give you a better indicator, because 5 minutes the candle can go right up to and just give you a bad reading. So even maybe 15-minute. But yeah, there's too many coins. You're right. There are too many coins, but don't focus on all the coins. Focus on some. Just learn. Don't give up. I get it. It's frustrating, but just don't conclusively see breakouts don't work. Because how many here have done breakouts? How many here? First, probably very few in here actually trade, because a lot of people on this chat are new. But yeah, just don't make a determination breakouts don't work. That's like you saying, hey, it's going up, you can't make profits. Come on, man. No, don't say that. That makes no sense. If the price is going up right? You can make money. If the price is going down, you can make money. That's the truth. Now, catching that, knowing when to come in and when to come out, that's the strategy. That's the technique. That's the science. I catch breakouts all the time, but I get into coins sooner. So what you're saying is you catch it. Well, what do you mean you get into coins sooner? You're just there like by accident? Or are you talking about coins that haven't even reached the market? What do you mean by that? I'm talking about, you saw exactly what I wrote up there, right? You saw what I did there, right? Resistant line, and it's breaking up beyond that. That's a good indicator. There's a resistance there. If it crosses that line, chances are it's going to move. Trading is my only income, Richard says. Cool. So being a trader, you will agree. Well, you did say it. You did say it, that you can lose a lot of money too. Or you have it down. When you said lose, did you mean like at the beginning, or now that you have more experience, you kind of know, pick and choose what you're doing? Is that what you're saying? Anyway, yeah, answer that question if you don't mind. Anyway, apart from that, I won 20-something trades. So don't take my thunder out from under me. This does not mean anything conclusively that I am an expert at all. But I did win 20 trades. Okay? That's a fact, Jack. I won 20 plus trades. I was profitable in 20 plus trades. Okay? So if I had $1 million on there, I would have made a ton of money. That's a fact, Jack. At even that small percentage. Okay, now we can adjust. This is a learning experience. So we got to adjust this, look at that. Why did that happen? And I explained Bitcoin was on the rise. So this is one thing as well, but it did come back down. So it fought against me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you're looking, Chris, you're looking at, yeah, what you're looking at though, when you're talking about BTC going down and stuff, you're looking at it one coin and you're looking at this huge market thing. It's not fun to be in Bitcoin when you bought in, for example, at a certain price and you're holding. Holding is you're basically going with the flow. It's an easier way to do it. And you can win holding. Okay, you can win holding if it's going up. If it's going down, you're not winning holding. Trading is to capitalize on certain points. So you're winning up and you're winning down because you already know that it's going to go up somewhat. Okay, and that's when you start to profit. If you short, you start to profit as it's going up because you bought back in. Okay, so you're much more control. My whole channel, my whole life is being everything that I do is about being in control. You know, you got all kinds of people in this space that do nothing but complain and whine and point fingers at everybody else, right? And then there's some people that get it. They're responsible. They're taking things in their own. It's time to lead. That's a leader. You got to take lead. You got to take control of your situation. You can't be pointing fingers and, this doesn't work and that don't work. And I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to everybody in here. You guys get me. Okay? So just getting a coin and holding it, it's not really giving you power. Okay? You're praying to the gods that this thing goes up. If it goes down, you lose. If you sell. If you don't sell, you're hoping and having faith that it's going to go back up. One step further in controlling your destiny is to trade this stuff. It's very simple what I'm teaching. Okay? Is to trade this stuff. That's what I'm showing. I'm going into the next level. I'm showing you my journey. I'm not saying this conclusively equals that. I'm saying this is a fact. You hold You're at the coin's mercy. You trade it, okay? Now you're in control somewhat, okay? But with that comes time, involvement, okay? That means you have to participate. You got to start learning some things of which way, why it goes this way, that way, right? You got to support and resistance line are good, great ones. Some people use other indicators, which I haven't gone into too much, but RSIs and all this other stuff, right? Some people use Fibonacci. It's a good fib lines, retractment or whatever, good indicators of where it could potentially hit and do a bounce back. So that's a potential indicator on when to get out. Okay, when to get out. It's going to hit here. It'll probably cross a little bit. Get out. Just get out. You made your profits. Be happy. Comes back down and then goes back up. So what? Who cares? Go back in. If you want to go back in, but you won that trade. This is you calculating my ins and outs. Now you are in control. Okay? So I'll take it one step further. I would love, and I'm looking, and I'm this close to have a bot be smart enough to do these things. And they can't do, like a human being, like you either working on these breakouts or you're working on some other details, right? There's many different strategies to apply to trading, okay? But the key ones, I think, are to know when it's consolidating, when it's on a downtrend, when it's on an uptrend. Knowing these things, these are basic things, but not easy. Not easy if you're looking at it and you're just confused. So you gotta, I'm gonna try to simplify it. What was I gonna say? I forget. Nevertheless, a bot, if it can do this, and then it's smart enough, and you are smart enough to come in and say, whoa, bot, easy boy. Getting out of control over here, right? I'm not looking at just one bot. I'm looking at like 4, 5, 6 different bots. So you can take a loss. You can turn one bot off and take that one Tron, for example, that's going the wrong way, and put him in a new bot going the right way, right? Stop that one and go to the other one. And you can use stop losses, etc. But that's not bots. Don't, yeah, you can't just create stop. I don't want to create stop losses for every bot, like every coin. I don't. Because it can go, it can trick you, pull you out of the trade, and you're done. I go for BTC, so that sense I don't lose too much. When I lose, it's leaving money in BTC and the value goes down. Yeah, which is still losing, right? Really, to be honest with you, I like the whole USD thing. You do a chain, you do a trade, it goes into USD. But, you know, I haven't been in this game. I haven't been in the trading game. And then I realized these things, that's how they operate. Binance, etc. They don't have USD. You can't just send your USD there. They don't do USD. They use that tether thing or whatever. But I like Bitstamp because I could get in a trade and get out. It's USD. I'm holding USD. And then I come back in. If she starts to show, again, pushing forwards, upwards, you don't look at what the price of something is. You look at when you come in. Agreed? It doesn't matter if the price of Bitcoin is $30,000. It doesn't matter. If it can go to 40, that's what matters. So it's not when you come in. I mean, it's not when you come in. It's which way is it going? Can you make profits? Looking for a get out. I've seen stuff go up far beyond where I can get out, but I made money. Then I wait and buy back in yet. I used to use Tether, but I'm waiting to see if they're trustworthy or not because they need to have an audit. It always comes down. Yeah, but I cash out for USD with Coinbase when I need. You also have limits. You can't just take all profits. Richard, you want to come on here live for a sec or a minute or two? What time is it? 11:30. I got a little bit of time. You want to come on this side? Maybe people get some input. You seem to know, you know, how it works. And guys, listen, you're just a person like you. You take it. Don't just take every single thing someone says and run with it. Please, you got to be responsible for yourself, okay? Learn, means learning from many. Just like diversification, diversifying. What is this? Why did you do 20 trades? Man, I could have done 50 trades, 50 different coins. What it means is diversifying myself. So if this one goes big loss, all my cookies aren't in here. So they're scattered. But the fact that I pulled this off, I think is pretty cool. Yeah, okay. 1.5 ain't enough, blah, 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 all that other stuff. Listen, 1% to me looks pretty good. It does daily. But it doesn't mean this is going to do it again. Yeah, it'd be cool to have a coin, but they don't work like that. Like that tether idea actually is a good idea. Okay, it'd be good, but they don't work like this, I guess. I can't today. Yeah. It'd be good to have a coin that goes on the opposite direction where Bitcoin. So when you're selling, etc., to the Bitcoin, have another coin that kind of flows. Well, I guess it's the altcoins, like you said. When Bitcoin's doing this, the altcoins that are showing good more gains than Bitcoin is what you jump into. But then if Bitcoin starts dropping, so will those altcoins. I want to ask a question. See, I wish this was live, like with you and anyone else that's in here. So hold on, let me ask the question, okay? I'm going to ask the question because I don't know. Let me ask the question. Richard, this is for you or anyone else that might potentially know. Let me ask this question. So here's in essence what he's saying. I don't know because I don't watch the market. I do not watch the market. So let's say this is Bitcoin and it's doing a nice climb. Okay, you guys watch it. And then it comes back down, whatever does, whatever. And then it's like consolidating, okay? Sideways activity type deal. Or even coming down. I think, is that the term for consolidation too? But then it does a sideways movement. At this time is when you want to get on those higher performing other coins. Okay? So you want to sell into the, like whatever other performing coin is, because at this time is when you will see the other coin regain or do its nice push. Am I right so far, Richard? Pay attention here, buddy. Don't worry about the chat for this second. Just follow me because you're not here or else I'd be asking you these questions right on here, live. Yeah, let's not worry about Tether for a sec. Let's talk about this. So when this is doing its sideways consolidating, taking a breath, in other words, that's what that means. It went so hard that it's now taking a breath. It's breathing like you going up a hill. You got to cool it, regain your, strength and then go for it. That's when you probably want to go into one of those higher performing coins because they will start pumping, they will start doing better than where this is at. Am I right? Come on, let's go with the chat. Come on, Richard. We got a timeline, man. Just keep it short and simple. I'm just waiting here. Unfortunately, this is what, not even higher performing. They could be any. Okay, well, let's just say, hey, Nightman. Well, let's just say they're higher performing. Let me rephrase the conversation. Higher performing previously, like previous history. We're bringing history into it now. So if a coin has been performing better than Bitcoin, chances are, here we go. Chances are it will perform better in the future. Done conclusively, pretty much. So we will talk about getting one of those higher performing coins, and that would be a smarter move than just any coin. So I jump in here to a higher performing than Bitcoin coin when it's doing consolidation phase, and then I get these gains, which is a smart move. Okay? Okay. And so going downwards as well is consolidating. It's breathing. Basically, let me term it for you. You run up the hill, you run out of steam, you come back down a bit, just cool yourself down, breathing before you go either up again or you just decide that that hill is just too big and you keep going down. It can go either way, but that's consolidation, breathing. So when Bitcoin is breathing, which it could essentially be starting going to that zone right now, soon, we'll see, then you want to jump into one of these higher performing coins because you will see these bigger percentages. Now, the question now, Richard, I wish you were on here, man. You're saying, no, I can't, but man, you're right here on the chat, man. It's the same thing. You're just scared. Maybe you're not pretty like me, man. It takes a lot to pull this off. So the question is, don't type, Richard. Just listen, bro. You're typing too much already. So the question is, if Bitcoin decides to drop, here we go. So remember, consolidation means breathing. Okay, consolidation means breathing. You just went up the hill. Now you're breathing. Cool it. And you either decide that you're going to go at it again, that hill, or you're going to just say, you know what, that hill's too big. And it starts to go even more deeper down. That can happen. My question, Richard, is when this starts to decide to go downwards, what happens to this coin? Does it drop huge too? In your trading experience, and anyone else that can answer this, does this drop highly too? I just want to know. Right? Question. Those other coins drop harder and faster. Thank you. That's exactly what I knew already in figures. I just wanted some verification. So these ones, guys, pay attention. Pay attention. Strategy. Okay? That's it. I got a strategy already. Here's the strategy. And you got to recognize, you got to know what it is that's doing. That's why you got the basic understanding. So if Bitcoin's on the rise and it did a nice run, and then you see some consolidation, you know, you'll hear other people say, oh, it's consolidating right now. You'll hear them all over the place. It's consolidating. That would be a good time to jump into one of these performing coins that outperform Bitcoin. Because percentage-wise, there's a lot of coins that outperform Bitcoin over the whole span of the year. Okay? We won't go into all the coins, but I know one for sure, and there are many. So by jumping when it's consolidating, buying into one of these coins, you actually play with these gains. You're in a gain zone again while this one's doing nothing. You're gaining again. Okay? But be forewarned that when this starts going down, this drops harder. So you want to get out of this. And you see, this is where Tether come into play. If it was me, I would get out of trading totally. I wouldn't jump back into anything. At this time, you win. And then you wait, because this is going to go harder and faster. That's where people are losing their thing. They're hodling, and these things, they don't understand this basic stuff here. Hold on. I just wanted to go small. Any questions you have? So there it is, in the confirmation by someone who trades full time. It's probably another Doc who's going to scare me. Maybe I don't want him here on live, man. We had Doc do little and Doc do know little, but maybe he knew too much, but he didn't know enough. Nevertheless, he didn't know enough for me. Oh, I don't talk long-term, bro. I don't talk. The question is, I just got in here, but I see you have TRX and IOTA on the whiteboard. Those are two that I hold. What are you saying? I'm saying that, yeah, you're missing. This is just trades that I did. I did 20-something trades, 20-something coins, guys. 20-something coins, and I won all of them. all the coins, meaning I won. I got a percentage. I gained. I got in, got out. So if you're holding, you're already just praying to the gods. Okay, so one step up from holding is trading. And what we talked about here just a second ago, it's actually a very interesting strategy if you guys are paying attention. And here we have Richard, who trades, okay, full time. That's how he makes his money. Has he lost money? I'd love to talk to him, but scary. Maybe it's too scary. But yes, he said he's lost money, a lot of money, because he plays with probably big money. But recently, Richard, are you getting it? Is it becoming more of a science? Just that question, if you can answer it. But nevertheless, the strategy that was just uncovered here right now, and maybe some of you guys already know it, but I don't, because I'm new to this whole coin thing, okay? But it doesn't mean that I won't know it, because the more questions you ask, okay, the more will be revealed to you. And that's what I do. I ask questions. Not really I ask some people questions, but I ask myself these questions. I pay attention. I'm just in bed still. I'm just in bed still. I only started with 10K. Okay. Nevertheless, so the strategy there is when you get a nice run, Bitcoin, for example, and then it consolidates, takes a breath, takes a breather, and goes sideways movement. It's when you want to look at one of these high performing altcoins and buy into them, because they, technically speaking, not always, but most of the time, they will outperform. They have been outperforming Bitcoin on the grand scheme. If you take percentage wise, these altcoins have been giving you more gains than Bitcoin ever will. So you jump on board here as it's making its nice climb, and you pay attention. Your indicator is Bitcoin. Okay? If Bitcoin starts, after it breathes, it decides it doesn't want to climb the hill anymore. I'm just being very simple, but it's an easy way to learn, guys. And it decides to go downwards, okay? Like downwards, that's a good time to exit your position here. And how I would like to do is get the heck out of Dodge completely. Get right out of the trading. Don't trade into another coin, because there won't be another coin that will do opposite of what Bitcoin's doing. But that would be awesome if there was, because that's the coin I jump in. So I would get out of the trading. Wait till it does the next move and then jump in. Okay, I was going to ask a question. I was going to ask another question. Here's the other question. Richard, this is for you. Unless someone else wants to pitch in, but he's experienced trading. Richard, here we go. After consolidation phase, let's say Bitcoin decides to break out again, go upwards again. Question: does this altcoin keep pumping good, or does it not outperform? In other words, would you want to get out of this coin when this one starts to go up again? It's deciding to go up that hill again. It's making a nice strong push. Would this be a good time to get out and get into Bitcoin, because this one will not outperform Bitcoin? If you give me the answer to that, that's a pretty, I got that part figured out already. More and more exchanges are looking to change from Tether to USD. Man, the only one I've ever been involved in is Bitstamp, and that's because it is one of the originals. Back in 2013, when I got first wind of Bitcoin, that was one of them. The other one, probably, I don't know how long you've been trading for, man. I don't know, but back in the day, BTCE was the other one that got, if you go to the site now, it says pretty much owned by USA. And then there was Mt. Gox, etc., all that other stuff. That was different. But Bitstamp has been an original, solid to me. It's very solid. And then you have now Gemini that's come into play. But, if I'm doing trading and stuff, I want to do, I think, with Binance, etc. You can just buy a basket of them too. Like, see, 20, it seems to follow BTC more or less. I think the alts follow BTC, but with a higher delta. So you will need to find the gold. What's the trend? Yeah, you follow where I'm at here. You follow what I'm sitting with here. My question right now is this: if BTC starts to do another climb into the stratosphere, I'm almost thinking that you want to get out of this coin and jump into this one, because you're going to be better off. BTC is going to cut into that profit, meaning this coin, Bitcoin, will be worth is going to be climbing, is be worth more than this one. If BTC goes up during those specific markets, the alts usually drop. If BTC goes up during those specific markets, the alts usually drop. If BTC goes down, the alts go up. Man, you just confused me. You're trying to confuse me? If BTC goes up during those specific markets, yeah, you got to be more clear. Talk to me in like kid talk. Well, if BTC is going up, then the alts will be going up even more. Yeah, talk to me. Just don't try to complicate the situation. I'm simplifying it. Talk to me in kiddie talk. Okay, we got this figured out. BTC goes up, good coin. When BTC starts consolidating, get into one of these higher producing gaining coins over the last year or whatever. Chances are they're going to produce better. You're in this coin now, you're making profits, doesn't really matter. Watch BTC as an indicator. Okay? Watch BTC as an indicator. If it goes down at this time, I would like to completely exit the stage. Tether would be a good idea if it works, etc. I don't know much about that. Okay, but if it could go into USD, that's where I would do it. I would cash out in USD. I'd sit in USD, wait. But my question is, if this decides to go up, I think that it would be very well a good move to jump into BTC, because it will outperform this one now. It will outperform. So sell this, jump in here. Richard, I think that these days alt seems to follow BTC, not the opposite. Well, hold on a sec. Hold on. Kern Bells. In order for a coin to outperform BTC, it's got to be ahead of it. Right? If they're just always following Bitcoin, and why I'm pondering is because I'm thinking. It's like I'm thinking, I'm asking the question, I'm also trying to answer it. But if they follow, how are you going to get more gains? There's a point where they're gaining more. I think this is it right here. This is it. I think this is it. When the BTC is consolidating, that's when you'll see, in other words, what's really happening. What's really happening is BTC is doing sideways movement and people are getting out of their BTC and going into one of these altcoins, and then they're self-prophesizing the coin price will rise. So you're getting out of these. That's essentially what I'm telling you to do, is what people are doing. Take a listen. They're getting out of their position in BTC and jumping into one of these higher performing Bitcoin altcoins, causing the price to go up. Self-prophecy. So if this is actually happening, that's exactly what's happening. It's there. I just showed you. It's right here. When this is on a sideways movement, the traders are moving their coin, their money, to those higher performing, and those ones are doing what they're supposed to do because people are buying into it and it goes up, the price. And then you want to get the heck out because that's probably what most are doing anyway. What I just showed you, they're getting out, they're buying the Bitcoin as it's rising, again, to capitalize on that. It's people buying coins. This past December, it definitely wasn't the case, but they will all drop after these surges. They will all drop after these surges. So you're saying that this does not happen? There's not a coin there's not these coins? See, to me, Yeah, this is going quite long. I got 21 people on here. I didn't want to go this long, but this is in essence what happens. Sometimes we get into it deep. But the science behind this is already what I know in terms of coins and people. It has nothing else. Community. People buy into things. And then there's these 20 proven coins already that people have a lot of confidence in. That's why those coins continue to perform well. Because when you get out of your position in Bitcoin, let's say it's consolidating, you get out of your position, you're going to go into one coin that, or some of these coins, these top coins that have, in essence, self-prophesizing. You're doing exactly what everybody's already got in their head to do. And therefore the price rises. It's called nothing is safe. Exactly. So you got to minimize your risk. You can't just take it and dump it all in one coin. To minimize your risk, you dump it in more than, like here, 20 some odd coins. What's this Oklahoma pepper? What are you talking about? Use Bollinger Bands instead of up 3 moving averages? What's this guy doing conversation then? Stick with the program, bro. We're so like, those are indicators. Yeah, I'm talking about market moving indicators. I'm just trying to dig deeper here. I'll have to talk to you through, not through keyboard. Well, that's it. You should use it. Yeah, you see, but that depends. Live is the best way. Live at 5. But sometimes you get booted out, eh? It just happens in my show. Sometimes you go, because anyway, I think this is it, what I said. I'm not sure. So this, in other words, now we just made some kind of analogy or whatever you want to call it. Well, a bunch of scribbles. Let me make this better. It's very simple, okay? It's very simple what we kind of undiscovered here a little bit. Simple is what I like for everyone to understand. Now, I don't know if this is true. You kind of got to watch the market now and just judge. So we got Bitcoin that goes up, blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin goes up. It's like climbing a hill. You run out of steam. Comes back down a bit. It can go up, but at the same time, it can do a sideways consolidation thing. It can even go down deeper and still consolidate. Okay, that's kind of consolidation. That's called breathing. Just like going up a hill. Okay? And then it decides, I'm just saying, I'm making stuff up, but this is in essence it. It decides, okay, do I want to go up that hill again and challenge this support level or resistance level? And these are all people, guys. It's just reading the heartbeat of the market. People buying, selling. That's all it is, breathing. Okay, so either it decides to go up or it decides to go down. Nevertheless, here's what we learned. When it is in this consolidation stage or phase, it's a good time to jump into one of these other altcoins that have shown previous gains higher than Bitcoin over the last year. So look them up. Look at 2017. Look at the percentage gains. See which coin has outperformed Bitcoin. There are quite a few. So you jump into one of those coins because typically speaking, most of the buyers that are here and it's going consolidation mode, not much activity going, they will go into one of these other coins, these higher performing, probably top 20 coins, etc. The more buyers that come in here and buy, guess what happens to the price? Yep, it goes up. That's what you're looking for. You're looking to take that ride. And your indicator is Bitcoin. Be careful. Watch what Bitcoin does. If it decides to go down, if it decides it's not going to go up that hill, then at this point, what I would do is get the heck out of Dallas. Just get out, though, because this coin that went up hard also comes down much quicker and harder. So all the gains and all that other stuff, you're losing. So hodling really doesn't, if you think about it, it's like a roller coaster ride. Okay? So it's safer, but at the same time, you got, I don't know. Anyway, now if this does the adverse effect, meaning it goes on an upward momentum, that's when you want to sell your position here and get into the Bitcoin ride because this one's going to outperform this one. If this goes down, I would get out completely. That's my analysis. Don't be paralyzed by it. That's a fact, I think, Jack. But here's how you're going to look at this now. Now, when you see it in consolidation mode, see which coins are actually going up. When this is happening, pick them as you see them. Okay, you can look back at the history and I'm pretty sure you can find them. But then this would tell you conclusively that is the case. That's what's going on. And what they're saying, it's maybe not something happening now. I don't think so. I think this is still happens. But everyone's so like focused on so many things, which is easy to do. You're focused on everything and you lose track of the little things that matter. And what ends up happening is you hodl because you don't know what else to do. That's a person that hodls is someone that doesn't want to do a lot of work. And number two, that might believe in a coin and they're not sure how to trade these highs and lows. Because if it's going up and if it's going down, you can make more money if you know how to get in and out. That's a fact. Because you're going up to here, you sell. Then you buy back here. You sell, buy. You're making more than the person that's just holding it. And then you come up. Hey, 50% down to 2%. So he didn't make anything. That's it. Yeah. So hodling is the safe zone, but not really. And it's the position of someone who doesn't really want the work or the hassle. So low risk equals low reward. Real world, guys. Remember, I point out, I'm in crypto right now. I'm not really in crypto. I'm sort of in crypto. But I point out real world facts, bring them in. It's the same world, right? So we got low risk, low reward, higher risk, right here. 20 some odd coins I got. I hit 20 something trades. And I think I'm going to do this again today. Not right now, but I hit it because now it's interesting to see which way it's going to go. I hit it. This is high risk, higher reward. It's called trading. You put a bot into this mix, and now it's like higher risk, higher reward potentially. Why? Because the bot is now you're. Well, let me break it down. The bot is doing all the work, but at the same time, it could go the wrong way. So you got to minimize your losses. That's why you see 20 something odd coins on the board. It's like, that's what you call diversification. You're making me nervous holding my Tron and IOTA. No, don't be nervous. No. I'm just saying the position you're taking by holding does not necessarily, this is not giving you the biggest gains. It can go upwards. What's it doing right now? Give me a sec. Let me look it up in my indicators. Tron, let me see what it's doing. I'll tell you what to do with Tron right now. You ready? Sell. That's what it's telling me. 2 seconds I gave you that. Tron indicators is saying sell. That's all it's telling me. What is it saying? It's not saying that it's not going to go back up. I'm just saying, listen, you either holding on to a position or you're going with the market. Does that make sense? I hope I kind of explained it as best as I could. This was an experiment on kind of absolute amateur. And guys, I did not just pick these coins out of thin air. That's the magic. And I'm not going to talk about the magic. But there are indicators to every single one of these coins. There were indicators. Just right now, the thing I just pulled up is an indication. It's telling the Tron's going to go deeper. It's not always the truth. It depends. It could bounce back up again. But we're talking trading. We're talking like getting in, getting out. I just don't trust leaving money all over for long periods of time when we know if the bubble bursts. there will only be 3 to 5% of the cryptos that come out of the ashes. Well, I think this is going to go on for quite some time. It's based on, I think it's, I can't tell you for sure, but these are just trades in and out. You can get right out. These trades, if I'm buying this Tron, or I actually sold Tron. I bought Tron, then I sold Tron, and I minimized my loss. But anyway, right now I bought these things, so it would, in essence, you're moving them around. You're not sitting there, oh, now I own EDU or whatever, Ion or whatever. No. You get in, you get out, you go to the next coin. You're moving from that coin to the next coin, or Bitcoin or whatever. Can you trade pair? Like, see, there's a question. I can trade, yeah, I guess. Are these the only things you can trade to? Bitcoin and Ethereum? Is there anything else? Like, if I bought this Tron, I can sell it. I can buy Bitcoin and I can buy Ethereum, right? Can I buy any other pairs or no? Like, I mean, can I get into another coin from this coin? How's that? I'm just questioning because I don't know how that works. And by the way, guys, this is just a simulation. I did not buy these coins. This was just a test. Watch my live webinar on my channel there, last one. But is that the only way in and out is? So I'm stuck with this coin. Either I got to get out through Bitcoin or through Ethereum or through Binance coin, for example. That's my only way, or Tether, but let's forget about Tether. Yeah, so on Binance, TRX can only be traded with BTC, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and their coin, right? Binance coin, I'm assuming. See, this is what I was talking about, man. Look, I'm going to talk out loud for a sec. This is what I was talking about with BCCX. Now, don't give me your, listen, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm not interested in that. Don't give me the whatever. Pretend it's another exchange. This is what I essentially, because I'm not a trader guy, and I did like a speculatory view that a coin, for example, let's take Binance coin. It's a good example. That Binance coin should be the intermediary point. Okay, so that I can get in and out of any of these. For example, I can take my Tron and get it for Binance. Aaron, Binance, BAT, Binance, XZC, Zcoin into a Binance coin. From the Binance coin, then I can go ahead and trade any of these other coins I want to get. It's a position to get in and out. I think it's brilliant. It wouldn't be, I guess that's what you can do with Tether, I'm assuming, but Tether sounds like whatever. But that in essence, the Binance coin or BCCX, whatever, if that happens or doesn't happen, that's what I'm talking about, is that coin would be the intermediary that you can get in and out of these trades. And the valuation, hopefully, would go upwards so that it sounds more, instead of holding the USD value, the value should go upwards. So it makes more sense. But then, just talking out loud, guys. But then maybe some people would just stay in that coin because it's going up so much in value. But it's trading. Nevertheless, an exchange, I believe, should have, and guys, I'm just being educated because I've never traded in Binance yet. I'm getting ready. So you can only exchange from this to Ethereum. Okay, so here's the deal. So they don't even use their coin as an intermediary exchange point, which to me is the brilliant move. Don't you guys agree? They should have, that coin should be the way you get in and out of trades, not tether or whatever. So if I want to get out of this point, like I'm saying to you, I would go into the other coin, because a lot more people would be going in that coin, raising the value of the price. So raising the value of the coin, which means I am more secure here when things are going downwards. It's much more stable. I agree, Cosmin says. That's what I envision without actually knowing how Binance work, guys. That's what I was saying, speculatory view. I'm like, BCCX, for example, this would mean the coin and you would trade for. I didn't even understand Binance, didn't understand how these exchanges work, because my exchange, Bitstamp, works in USD. I can send USD right now, get some Bitcoin. And then I get in a position and I sell and I got USD back in my account. I thought that's how everything worked. I guess it doesn't work like that, but I'm telling you, that's how it should be working. Because then you can get out of this. I can Tron. I made my nice gain, and I go into that one intermediate coin and then see what's cooking. Where else do I want to go? Yeah, that would be good USD, but at the same time, Richard, do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you, what I just explained? Doesn't that make sense? Isn't that how it should? So the valuation of that coin would grow if it was an intermediary point. Because then you got all these trades coming in and out. That's usage of that one coin. Let's say Binance coin. You know, you want to get out of these positions. Like I'm stuck. Okay, now I own Tron. How do I get out? I get out into Bitcoin, which is going down. I'm trapped. Do I sell for USD? That'd be awesome. But you see what I'm saying? You got to get out of these positions. And when you're doing this little strategy, and then it's like, okay, Bitcoin's going down, get me out of here. You know, you've got to be able to get out. Right here. When Bitcoin's done its thing, when Bitcoin has decided to go down and you've done your gains, you want to get out of there, you want to go into USD would be optimum, or you go into the Binance coin, which would maintain a lot of value because there'd be more people buying the Binance coin, getting out of their position, and the Binance would actually go against what normally happens in right now. Does that make sense, guys? Listen, guys, here's an amateur guy paying attention, perspective, asking questions, doesn't know how these exchanges work. That's not an excuse for me. See, most people would be intimidated and go, oh, I don't know. How can I go in front of a camera and talk? Easy. I can do it because I don't know. And I'm okay not knowing because I'm going to ask the questions. And here I've just to me, I have just learned a strategy potentially that could work really well. But now I ask another question. It's like, okay, wait a sec. How do you get out of these coins? How do you get out of these coins? There's no exit. There's only Ethereum. Now, hopefully, here's the other question. Does Ethereum produce positive when Bitcoin's going negative? But if you use a Binance coin, there's a scare in the market. Who's to say it won't act like every other coin to move? Well, because the valuation of the coin, basic understanding, not here, it's another live stream I did, is based on community and buying. Everybody's getting out of their positions. Everybody's getting out of their coins. I'd be getting out of it. I'd be getting out. And the more people that are buying the Binance coin, the more the value goes up. It's backed by us. It's backed by us. You have to be backed by a trusted commodity. Coin valuation is based on community and faith that it's going to go up. The coin has no chance but to go up. The coin has no chance to go up because everybody's getting out of their positions. When Bitcoin or whatever is going down, that's the coin to be in because the coin value, and the more people they're buying into, the price goes higher and higher. So it's a good coin to be. It's actually working in opposite way that Bitcoin is doing. Just Just perspective. That's what I have to offer. I ask questions. I answer a lot of the questions myself, but I pay attention to the challenging points, not to be smart or anything. It's just to actually get to the root of it. That's what I essentially thought BCCX was about. That would be brilliant because it's create usage and the coin value goes up. Nah, weak hands will cash out again. No. Take the root, the fundamentals of it. What are you talking about weak hands? There's no weak hands when people, you have no options. As a trader, you'll know this, right? You don't have any options. The only way is to get it out of USD. Now, if they bring in USD, it's a different story. But right now, you're stuck. You got to sell for Bitcoin. So you're telling me that I just made a gain here. Let's say I made a gain here. Okay? And I'm trading whatever. Either way, I'm holding these coins that are going to go down in value. Once Bitcoin starts going down, they're all going to go down. You mean to tell me if I didn't move my coins into, which are all in different areas, 20 different locations, more than 20, and I move them into this coin called the Binance coin, which is not obviously something, but I move it into there, you don't think the value of the coin's going up? Yes, that's how the values of coins go up. People buying into it. The valuation of the coin goes because people are buying into it. Anyway, I'm not going to get in an argument. I'm just making an opinion, discussions. I think it makes complete sense. Maybe BCCX, if they have ever come out, maybe they will be the ones to do that. I don't think so, but they will sell it for the same reason. Yeah, but the point of the coin, they will sell it for the same reason. They're moving out. Yeah, so the coin will do a lot of this. But when you sell it, when you're selling it, you're going into something that's going to a positive, right? Right, but when you sell it, when you get out of that position, right, you're going to a positive again. I'm just trying to think. Just throwing these things out. When these things start moving up to the positive again, right, you're starting to pull out of there and go into these other coins. But who knows what the valuation of that other coin is? Yeah, it will drop when the usage or people start moving from that coin outwards. It will drop somewhat, but it won't. It'll gain back up again. So I mean, there's profits inside that one coin that you're exchanging. It'll be the quickest. Like, how do I move? How do you know? Maybe some people will actually just keep it in that one coin, and they won't move because it looks good. But it will drop. Yeah, I agree. It'll drop and it'll gain based on people buying or people selling to get into all these other things. Not if more people move out than move in. I successfully synced my Connect. While I didn't send my VC after the sync. I turned off my laptop, turned it on. Yeah, of course it is. And you don't really want to turn it off. You just want to put it in sleep or shut it or whatever. Yeah, but it's always going to get out of sync. It always has to resync. Nothing went wrong. You just let it go. It'll sync back up. This time it won't take long. So the first time might have taken you 24 hours. This time will be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Okay? Come on there. Come on, Richard. Come on, man. You're stressing me out, man. You're starting to get negative on something now. Come on now. You don't have to get negative. Seems like a tax form headache. Hey, don't get comfortable. Seems like you're comfortable. Be open. I don't know, but I do know it will go up, and I know the price will go down. But there might be some maintaining point to maintain. It might bring a lot more business into the exchange somehow. I don't know. But just don't be like, be open-minded. Is this something I threw up? It's not like I know anything more than anyone. I just ask questions. Guys, the most important thing in life in general, period. And in crypto, I guess that's not life. It's different. No, it's exactly the same. You want to ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you don't progress. And then act on those dang things that you learned, or else this is just, you're on the sideline. I don't like to be on the sideline. I like to kind of figure something out. But this here, what I did, okay, so this video started, guys, appreciate the conversation. Richard, appreciate the conversation. Every one of you guys. Nothing, it will sync when it syncs. Yeah, it'll sync. Once you're done syncing, okay, when you open up your computer, it'll sync again. It will be quick, okay? What's the difference between that and using a different altcoin on the exchange, though? I'm just getting madder. Here's the difference. You said it. You said it perfectly. You said, what's the difference between that and using a different altcoin on the exchange, though? Well, because that different altcoin, no one knows which one it is. But that Binance coin, for example, or BCCX, or any exchange that comes out, everyone knows what that coin does. So you're picking one coin that's going to go down, but the coin that I'm picking is going to go down less. Might maintain its valuation while Bitcoin or whatever is going down. It might maintain it because everybody's moving into that. Yeah, I know you're not getting it. You're asking questions, which is the only way to know things, right? That's how I learn. I'm asking questions, teaching at the same time I'm learning. That's how I like to roll. But everybody knows that coin. It's like, right now, everybody's like, I didn't even know about Tether because I didn't even know how an exchange works. But I'm okay looking dumb because that's just temporary. Until I know about it, then I don't look dumb anymore. But this Tether thing, okay, it's a great idea. But the problem is people's faith in that thing is not a good idea. So the faith is there. But the exchange, if you're dumping your money into the exchange, you're already at their mercy, man. You get it? If you're dumping money into the exchange to the exchange, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, you got no argument. You're already in trust flow level. You got no argument anymore. So if they have the coin, it's an intermediary. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing, except that when it's got the strongest potential to maintain some sort of valuation, because no other coin, everybody's all scattered. But if they start moving their coins back into this one, not Bitcoin, because it's going down, they go into this one coin, exchange coin, then it's going to maintain more value than this Bitcoin. I think it's the right way. I personally, that's what I thought was happening with this BCCX deal. Because I didn't even understand how Binance worked. I don't understand how these things, I thought they all work the same as Bitstamp, guys. I think this is a valid point. And if that happens, that coin value will probably increase over time. It'll do this, it'll do this. But with time, all of a sudden, people understand that's what's going to happen next. When you understand what's going to happen next, when you understand that people are getting out of this and they'll go into that coin, then there'll be a race to buy into that coin. As soon as you start to see these indicators, and then there will be, Richard, here's another point we're missing. There are a lot of people that don't know, and then they'll just get for example, Binance coin, just for the fear, just for the understanding that there's ups and downs, but it's consistently going up slowly. And it's safer that way. And where you don't agree with Tether and stuff is because you look at that coin and it's external type deal. But if it's actually attached to the exchange, you have no choice. You're already dumping money, so your trust is already with the exchange. Like, there's no argument. You can't do an argument because your money, you're throwing the money at the exchange, they can disappear too. Right? That's what, essentially, when I was doing a speculatory view on BCCX, that's what I thought it was. That's how I thought it worked. That, my friends, would be good. Okay, thank you guys for the conversation, guys. Thank you so much. Here's what I learned. so far. Because this is about trading experiment results. I used indicators. These were not just picked out of a hat. I picked them quickly. I'd say within a half an hour to 45 minutes. 20 coins, actually 19. This one I doubled up, you see it. I knocked that one out. Late last night, I picked 2 or 3 more, just as a quick one. And I made the profits of 1.5%. Now it's not profits, you gotta take exchange rates, etc., but it gives you an indication. The ones that were turning on me, I just decided to put a stop loss type deal thing and regain my losses so I didn't lose in effect. Sorry, I didn't really gain. I probably just got neutral on this one. This one came back because the timeline was 24 hours. That's 12 o'clock. Just hit right now. That's when I started this test. So in effect, this one here did make it, made my profits, all of them. So 19, 20, 21, 22, probably 23 coins that I picked out of thin air with indicators. They weren't, all were in the profit. Now, Bitcoin was doing some nice moves, so you can't say that this is conclusive that it worked. I can say that I did successfully trade these things if I actually traded them. I did make positive, what we're looking for, 1.5%. Could have been higher too. Those are things you look at. But I can say that's successfully done. Now, Bitcoin was doing something. What if Bitcoin's going the opposite way? Am I going to be able to achieve these results? You got to educate yourself on what's actually happening and when it's happening. That's what I do. I'm paying attention. What does this mean? It means I got to do another test and then another test and see what happens in consolidation mode. At the same time, here's what you guys can do. Learning something else I learned. Start looking at the previous history of coins. There is a better website than CoinMarketCap to give you a history of coins that are outperformed Bitcoin. Then you want to pay attention when Bitcoin goes into consolidation mode, which is breathing, okay? Not sure what's going on. And because it's not sure, that means the majority of people aren't sure, which means they say, okay, let's go into this coin. You will see them. And those are the higher performing coins. They jump into that coin and automatically, self-prophesizing, it will go up in value. You also have to be now very careful at Bitcoin because that is the good indicator, because that's in essence how everybody really plays in this game. So if Bitcoin's going down, you want to get out of that position completely. There is no other coin that will compensate, because when this starts losing, it loses harder and faster. So really, you're not making any gains. You want to get out of this if you can. If they incorporate USD into these things, that's awesome. That's where I would go, USD. Next, and then you wait to see what's going on, and the whole thing starts over and over. What did I miss? That's a summary of what I learned here. Yeah. Does that make sense, guys? You guys get much out of this? Because I got something out of it. I definitely learning. So I can pick another 20 if I wanted to right now. And this is just 20 coins. By no means was the market saturated. I could have picked 150 of these things. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The other thing I wanted to point out, because it said Vegas said cryptos will go up by blah, 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 blah. Whatever that means, guys. Anyway, it's probably true. But anyway, yeah, so holding coins is the least resistant, least risk, least opportunity to make money. Now, if it goes up, yes, you do. But if it goes down, So trading is the higher risk reward ratio, but you got to learn certain things. And some of the things you want to start learning is support and resistant lines. That's a good indicator. And I didn't get into this breakout thing, but I think the breakout thing is a good way with alerts set that you can go get a coin with some momentum. Jump in, jump out, done. It's like in, out. All you need is an alert to say, this is cross this line, get in, get out. You're going to achieve much more than this. Guarantee, like you will achieve, but this is just pulling coins and waiting 24 hours and see what happens. And this is what happens. I won on this. So that's not huge, and exchange values are not there. So that's less, but it doesn't mean that I didn't make more, because there were some coins that made more. So this is just a test. But this is important test because it tells you you can make it. Now, Bitcoin's going up, so I gotta hit this like again. I gotta do another 20, for example, and then tomorrow another 20, and the next day another 20, just to give an idea. Is like, hey, am I winning? Am I losing? And that's how you're gonna judge something on just one. This is just one strategy. This is just one, but it's diversification though. 20 coins. These in essence are 20 trades. But you can do 100 trades. This is nonstop. Once I make a win here, I go into the next one. Do another 20, but slightly increase your profits. I know it's Sunday. I should do that. But I kind of wanted, this was a really like on the spot thing. That's essentially what you got to do. You got to test. You can't be lazy. Right? You can't be lazy. There were people here yesterday that I said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And probably none did this. You can't be lazy, man. It's not push button. Nothing ever happens. If you're looking for somebody to go in, just throw your money. Expect something to happen that maybe potentially. That's the lowest risk. And that's the lowest risk, like high risk and very low for you to do. And just push the button. Don't be doing that. You got to pay attention. Either get a coin and pray to the gods, or number two, participate in this trading thing. Or number three, get a bot that is actually doing really well with this. This is what I'm hoping, that they are able to do it. So I don't have to really pay attention, but I'm able to look at it and go, whoa, stop that one. Stop it. It's going the wrong way. Why is it going the wrong way? I want to have these questions. What else did I want to say quickly before I go? 12:30. Hold on. Did I get a phone call here? I have to go 12:30 here. No. Suki, get lost. Actually, I'm going to do it for you. First off, because you did smiley and what? Are you kidding? Because I'm going to block you right now. Tell me what you mean by that. Because I don't understand what you mean. They are more educational. Before, they were more motivational. Actually, every dang live stream I do, you should get value out of it. Okay, you should get value. Maybe you don't get value because you want push button systems. I don't know. Before I block you, because it's simple how I roll, explain what you mean by that. 2 seconds to explain, to defend yourself. Because my live streams, I think they're the most realistic live streams you can get. Okay, it's a person learning and teaching, learning, and we all learning. You know, someone doesn't have to teach to learn. I can look at something and learn from that something that's actually not even speaking to me. So if you want to go forwards, take care, Richard. Thank you. If you want to go forwards in life, you better start learning. And your comment, it's just interesting. What do you mean by your comment? Please explain. Because that will tell me right away. Okay, well then guess what? Then here, let me educate you, right? You're first off, you're blocked. Number two, this for you, because you can't speak anymore. I cut your privileges. Number two, what doesn't that tell a lot about you? If you don't like something, why are you here? I'm here for the others, okay? And myself. This is actually, when I write something on paper, I learn. So don't think I'm here just teaching you, which obviously you're not open to learning, so get on, right? I'm here to learn from my own actions. I learn from myself. And then you got input from people that know other things, and I learn from them. They've got answers. They already learned in this area. But anyway, for you guys that appreciate it and aren't looking for push button and hey, let's get, woo, this is so awesome. And you guys love hype. There are millions of other channels out there. They will lie. They will tell you things. They will pretend that they know. I am very truthful in terms of explain. I'm very comfortable in it, actually. Telling you guys I'm no expert, but I know a lot more than some experts. If you don't know what that means, dig deep, because it says it all. These experts, so-called experts, pay attention, eyes wide open, because they might sound like they know. They actually don't know anything. And they're confusing you to believing that they know, when in truth, they don't know. So I'm much more of an expert, even though I am no expert, than they are. Okay? So you guys get anything out of this before I shut her down? And who knows, one day I just might shut the whole live stream down, man. Because if there ain't no love, then guess what? I'm not doing it for nobody. So it's important. 17 watching right now. We got 10 likes. So that kind of tells you. 4 dislikes. That tells you nothing. See, I don't look at the negative. I look at the positive. The 14 dislikes don't tell me nothing. Oops. Yeah, exactly. Nightman said it very honest and educational. Some channels will hype. I mean, this is just the real world. There'll be people that I don't know about you guys, but I have met so many people in the real world that I just really go quiet. Because as soon as they open their mouths, it's like they know everything. You don't know nothing. Even your trade or experience in your particular thing that you've been doing, and they have never touched, for example, let's do construction. They've never touched a hammer, but they will tell you how you're doing it wrong, and they have no clue. But yet their confidence level is so high that they actually know. And I just sit there quietly, and just so many people in my life that I've run across. The people that I call, well, you call them too, know-it-alls. There's so many of them. And with me, it's a different story. Confidence, don't mistake my confidence, man. When I know something, I know it. But even if I know it and I'm in a conversation where someone thinks they know it, I won't even challenge them. It's like, whatever. I'm wasting my time because they're convinced. Plenty of love here, Matthew. Thank you. I've watched for the last few days. Coin market have the crypto market usually down at start noon 12 and start going on up again around 18. So buy altcoin around noon and sell in the evening. Exactly. I don't know if that's correct, but what I like about that is that you're looking for, you're doing a good job that way. You're paying attention to certain things that are happening. And basing something on that when you've learned that one thing. So that's important. Just sit back, pay attention what's going on, and then, or you just give your money to someone and trust. And we know how sometimes that might work out. So, okay, guys, I got to go. Listen, I'll be honest, and I'll tell you again, over and over. I get a lot from my live streams, so much so that I will watch them. I'm not kidding. I don't even want to watch them, but I'm not watching them I watch them and I'm learning as I'm watching myself. Now that is sick. So something I said, I will automatically see in a live stream. I'm like, wow, I missed that whole entirely. And sometimes I'll block someone out or say something, which is not actually the reasoning behind that, what that person says. I'm quick to the draw, man. So you got to be very clear when you say something. Now you see how I asked for some like verification because I don't want to just knock you out. But if you're not adding any value and you're making some stupid claim, oh, I used to get value and now I don't. Well, here, let me answer that for you. Go watch something else. That's how you deal with it. You don't complain about it. That's like somebody hitting hitting their head over and over. Like, come on, man, you got a problem with something? Don't complain about it. Look at it, observe, and then decide, and then pick another path. Take care. Bye-bye. Should I do it? No.